then we are on to topic number 3. Dan, take it away.
Yeah, so after much deliberation, I've gone with a combined 11 of Real Madrid and Liverpool ahead of the weekend. And you threw a spanner into the works by suggesting it needs to be 6 and 5
That's
split.
the rule we're doing, because
This is a big spanner, this.
Normal combined 11s are pretty easy, so we're making it more of a challenge.
Yeah.
The rule is essentially only the maximum of 6 from either squad, so it's got to be a 6-5 split. First of all, the thing we need to do is pick a formation.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I've got it on screen here. I've got a nice. I've made the kit into a nice red and white kit. I've gone for. So I've got it on my laptop here. I don't know. We essentially look like Brentford a little bit on mine. I don't know. Yeah, so I'll get that up in a minute for you. If it's coming through for Joe, if not, you're gonna have to just take my word for it. Joe, any luck? Let's have a little look. Is it working? There we go. Look at that. There's our kit. There's our kit. Right, the 6-5 split is Alisson the goalie.
Yeah.
And then we're going 5 each out. The flip side is that means you've got to have 5 out Madrid outfield players. I think Alisson's the better keeper.
Yes.
But
Is he that much better?
I think he is much better than Courtois, but the flip side is it's fitting other players in elsewhere. What does that mean? Do you want a 5 and 5 outfield split? That's the main. That's the first consideration. Shall we come back to that?
I think
let's go do
Alisson is the better goalkeeper, but I think I can't see much of an argument for any of their back four.
When I initially
did
did
this,
this,
they've got other positions where,
yeah,
you know, I think we all wouldn't be upset if Benzema was playing for us on Saturday.
Okay, let's start here. Then I'm going to start. Let's go backwards in a little bit of a reverse order. Who are nailed on in this team? Because my nailed on ones are Virgil,
yeah,
Benzema.
Yeah.
I think Robertson should be nailed on.
Yeah.
I think after that, I think Mo Salah has to be nailed on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that.
And I think Sadio should be, but they've got 2 really good wingers. And then
yes.
And now I'm kind of like looking. Otherwise, we're going to end up with Real Madrid's midfield. That's what it feels like we're going heading towards.
Yeah.
But what I'll do, I'm definitely going to put Van Dijk in.
Yeah, I would.
He has to be in the team. I think Benzema should be the striker.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
Given the season he's having.
Yeah. And probably anyway, if we're going to be
general,
honest,
he's
sensational. Like, we're not doing Mika Richards here. Just realising he's decent now.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So Van Dijk's in and Benzema's in as well.
There are conversations. I think Salah is a shoe-in, obviously.
Yeah, let's throw Mo Salah in for now.
Yeah, there are conversations knocking around. I think when I initially did this, before the split came into the equation, I did have our entire back 5. Yeah. And I thought there were conversations thereafter. Particularly in the midfield, I think there's quite a few up for debate in there. I think the DM position is interesting. I mean, I do think it's Fabinho.
Yeah.
But in terms of now there's a split, you know, your Casemiro's not a bad alternative,
no.
You know what I mean? So it's interesting.
Yeah, that's the right.
I'm the same with Alisson and Courtois. Like, if I had to, if it was
come forward a bit.
If it was Space Jam and we were playing the aliens, if Courtois was in the team, I wouldn't be like, oh my God, we're all going to die. But Alisson is the better player. I think
if there was no split, I think it would be more towards the 8-3 range, perhaps. I think, in fact, it might be 9, it might be 10 and Benzema. Like, there's a general consensus. I think Toni Kroos, Modric, Modric for his career, Modric right now over Thiago. I think there's a conversation to be had. Yeah, I mean, on the graphic I've got, by the way, this midfielder here is a little bit more attacking in the middle, but if we make that a DM, just presume for the fact that he's going to be dropped a little bit deeper. This is starting 11 who've made this thing. Okay, we need to make some decisions.
Let's go right back.
It's Trent.
It's got to be Trent.
It's got to be Trent. Over Carvajal, isn't it, essentially? It's got to be Trent.
Okay, so we've got Trent.
I think maybe a couple of years ago, Alaba would probably get in there.
I've got Alaba.
Could we play him left back?
When you said Robertson shoe-in before, my first thought was Alaba.
Yeah.
Because I think he could play there, and he's had a good enough career.
Yeah.
And he's been good enough.
I don't think... I'd still rather have Robertson, but this is the decision we've had to come to. Isn't it?
The other centre-half is
so who are we looking at? Sorry, we're talking left-back, you mean?
Yeah, Alaba maybe at left-back.
Well, it's Mendy for them. Mendy's the left-back, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the thing, is that you can't... How can we put players in the team...
He has played there a hell of a lot.
A hell
of a lot.
He plays in midfield for Austria and all that, so he's one of them.
He could be a centre-back. He's really good. Is he injured at the minute?
I think he might be.
That's the issue we've got here, isn't it, as well? But he is class.
But their other centre-backs don't hold the candles to
No.
Matip.
Nacho and Militao.
No.
They don't hold the candles to him at all. That's the problem.
Okay, well, I can put John Matip in this team if you want. But if we do that, we've already got... who have we got? We've got Van Dijk, we've got Trent, we've got Salah. I could put Matip in, and then we've got a maximum more of 2 Liverpool players. I think we need him in because I think he's way better than Nacho or Militao. Militao's good.
Yeah.
But he's not even close, though. I think we've got to go Matip.
Okay, that's fine.
I think we can still make a really good team with Real Madrid players in other positions, but I don't want to be going into my fictional Space Jam game with Militao or Nacho there.
Yeah, if the world depends on it, you're right. Okay, then we've got 2 more Liverpool players. Do you want to do them first, or do you want to, is there anyone else? Is there a Real Madrid? Is there another? At the moment, we've got 1. We've got Karim Benzema leading the line. Is there someone else, Dan, who's nailed on in both your teams? And if he's in my team as well, then I'll be able to put him in.
I had Modric.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the right of a 3?
Yeah, on the right of the midfield 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I think he's still good enough, and I think he certainly had the career to suggest he should get in there.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Again, I don't think he's better than Diaz or Mane potentially, but I've got Vinicius Junior as well. I think he's...
See, I really want Salah and Mane in this team, I'll be honest.
Right.
But Vinicius Junior's class and Rodrigo's class. I get it. Okay, we'll come back to it because we've still got 2 Liverpool players. We've got 4 places, so we've got 5 places up for grabs. Are we putting Courtois in goal so we can have 2 more Liverpool outfield players?
I think so. I don't think there's as big a drop-off with Alisson to Courtois as there is some of the other players.
Okay. So as it stands, we've got Thibaut Courtois in goal, Van Dijk, Matip and Trent as 3 of our back 4. We haven't decided on the left back just yet.
You know you're going to get pelters for, why haven't you got Alisson in goal?
I've made it clear, if you're watching this along,
6 and
it's
5.
It's a 6 and 5
Yes.
split.
Courtois
is not better than Mendy. We have this with the draft. Me and Chris done the draft and put on socials, here's our teams. How is Kenny not in the teams? Like, because we couldn't.
Yeah.
Because he had him. There are rules to this game. Right then, let me go through it again. Courtois in goal. Virgil, Matip and Trent are 3 at the back 4. We've got Modric in midfield. We've got Benzema and Salah. So essentially we've used 1, 2, 3. We've used 4 Liverpool players. If we think the split's going to be 6, we can put 2 Liverpool outfield players in now.
Yeah.
Fabinho's better than Casemiro.
Yeah.
But let's look elsewhere before we make that decision.
Yeah.
My general consensus, I would really like Sadio in this team.
I agree.
And I think Robertson should be left back. And that would leave me Kroos and Casemiro.
We've got the full Real Madrid midfield there, yeah. I don't mind my Casemiro instead of Fabinho.
I'd love Thiago in there as well.
I would.
Ahead of Kroos.
Yeah.
Okay, Thiago is on the left of a 3. He's in. We've made our decision.
I really want Thiago
Is
in there.
Mane playing? Oh, this is going to get tricky now, isn't it?
My thinking is, here's the choices we've got then. So that means Casemiro's got to be the DM. Yeah.
Or Camavinga.
Camavinga.
Yeah.
Camavinga's really good.
If I were Ancelotti, I would have. He's not started him in any of the previous few rounds. I've always argued for starting him because I think he's got the legs.
I think that's why you use him off the bench because he's come on against like tired players.
I personally think he's better than Casemiro.
Yeah.
My vote, I'm picking Casemiro. You got to decide. Vote, Jay.
Oh, Casemiro's going in. Unlucky.
Okay, there we go. Then so now
Sorry, Fabinho as well.
No, listen.
And Mrs. Tavares as well. I know. Sorry.
She does watch.
Yeah.
Right, then we've got a left back and a striker. So, sorry, a left winger. I would love to go Sadio and then Mendy. The other option is Vinicius and Robertson. They are both very good options, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it is Paris Week here at Redmen HQ and we have got you covered with all the build-up to the game and of course everything surrounding it and after it as well. On our YouTube channel, we've got some amazing content. We've got the Redmen podcast. You've got your time will come. The uncensored match build-up and of course the Starting 11 prediction show. We'll also have a Paris preview filmed live from France as well as a vlog of the guys making their way to the famous French capital as well. On match day itself, we'll have match day morning again live from Paris. We'll have a team news reaction show. We'll have the world-class watch along, so make sure you join us for that one. The fan reaction show, the player rating show, and of course a Paris reaction show as well. But if you want even more Redmen goodness in your lives as well as that stuff, head on over to Redmen Plus, because there is tons more. We've got a podcast special with Jamie Carragher, 2005 European Cup winner.
Jamie, Luis Diaz, how much for you has he transformed Liverpool's attack since coming in?
A lot. And it's not just because he's playing well, that's obvious, he's a good player. He's different from the others.
We've got a live draft show as well. Me versus Chris picking a best 11 of everyone who has won the European Cup or Champions League for the Reds. We've got a debate show, Champions League special. We've got the opposition preview. We've got Journo Insight with Goal.com's Neil Jones as well. We've also got our Club Legends show and an extra special bonus feature. Me interviewing Phil Thompson, all about Paris 1981. And then, of course, after the game as well, we will have the instant match reaction where hopefully we'll be celebrating Liverpool winning the European Cup for a 7th time. So yes, please do check out everything we've got available on YouTube and as podcast. But if you want even more Redmen goodness and more Liverpool goodness in your lives, do head on over to redmenplus.com, sign up and get all that wonderful pre and post match content directly into your app as a podcast or available in video format as well. It's Paris week. Fingers crossed Liverpool can win the European Cup. We've got you covered every step of the way. So I think that in this instance, I think the Liverpool player is the best in both positions. Yeah. I think Robertson is a much better left back than Mendy.
Yeah.
I think Sadio is a better player than Vinicius, but Vinicius is a star and could soon overtake it. So this is the issue we've got. Do we go Vinicius with Robbo, or do we go Sadio or Luis Diaz? We haven't even mentioned Luis Diaz yet. This is a tough one. Other options who are available, like say Rodrigo. I know he plays more from the right, but he's very much can be an option from that left-hand side as well. You mentioned Alaba. We could throw Alaba at left back.
Yeah.
And then as well, I don't know where to go with this, so I'm going to give up my responsibility for a second of hosting, and I'm going to throw all the pressure onto you, Dan.
I would be Mane left wing and Mendy at left back. Personally,
I'm the other way around. I'm not just doing this for just
Devil's
for the
It's coming back to me, isn't it?
I genuinely think that there's we saw how good Vinicius was last season against us.
He is outrageously good.
He's really dangerous. Some of those balls in the likes of Cruz is Cruz in our team?
No,
Thiago.
Modric can spray. Modric and Thiago can
is Modric over Cruz? Are we happy? Completely happy.
So.
Yeah, and Thiago gets in there as well. Definitely.
Yeah.
Thiago, not just for what he is right now for us, what he has always been. He's a phenomenal footballer.
Yeah.
Like, unbelievable.
Yeah, we're leaving some good players out. So I've got to decide the vote, haven't I? I will put. I am Sadio. I love you so much, but I'm putting Vinicius up front. And I'm putting Robertson at left back. So then,
shocked.
I thought you were going to go Mane.
I think Robertson's much better than Mendy.
I think he's that much better.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I think
I like Mendy.
I
like him, but I think I think Vinicius, basically that. And again, I apologies to Sadio Mane. It really is. It's hard. Apologies to Toni Kroos. Apologies to Luis Diaz.
Yeah.
Apologies to
Diogo Jota.
Alisson's not in there.
Apologies to Alisson.
Yeah.
Apologies to Fabinho. Apologies to Dani Alves. There's a lot of good players who have happened to miss out on this at the moment, but that just is the way it goes as well. Gareth Bale, maybe. Is he a footballer anymore? Camavinga, Eden Hazard, Carvajal, very good player.
You're going to get murdered off
Valverde.
the Eden Hazard fans online now.
Yeah.
Even though he hasn't kicked the ball in anger for 3 years.
Yeah, they seem to love him still, don't they?
Yeah.
So, right then, our combined Liverpool 11 with the rules a 5 and 6 split. Thibaut Courtois in goal. Andy Robertson, Virgil van Dijk, Joel Matip and Trent Alexander-Arnold as a back four. Thiago, Casemiro and Modric in midfield. And a front three of Vinicius, Benzema and Mohamed Salah. It's a good team. It's a very good team. I've got a sense here that none of us are completely happy. We've all conceded one or another position here
100%.
to make to get through it. If I was doing it by myself, I would have liked to have got Fab in there, really. But it's so difficult with the split and stuff, which is why it was an interesting conversation. Jith, one of obviously our club legends, went for Alisson, Trent, Militao, Van Dijk, Mendy, Casemiro, Thiago, Modric, Salah, Benzema, Mane. So he got the extra attack. He got the goalie in by 4 going the centre half.
Yeah.
He got Militao, and Militao's good. He is good, to be fair. But I'd have had Liverpool's whole back four if we were doing a proper combined 11. If we were doing that, Benzema, Modric.
I mean, that's it. I think that's it. I don't see anyone else who gets in.
No.
Realistically, Vinicius isn't anywhere near Sadio Mane.
I know. No, you're right.
I
think he's close, actually.
Benzema is a phenomenal footballer. Like in the ilk of the people we've already spoke about, like Mane and Salah.
So would you with the midfield then? Would it have been Fab, Thiago, Modric?
Yes. I think that's incredible.
I mean, all the best playing against that. It would have been our back five, that midfield, Salah, Mane, and Benzema.
Yeah, that literally it.
Yeah, but that's why we threw the rules in, didn't we, to make it so it wasn't just so easy as that would have been.
Hope you enjoyed that video. We have got a whole host of amazing content to get you ready for Paris. We've got interviews with Virgil van Dijk, Sadio Mane, Jordan Henderson, a podcast with Jamie Carragher, and the story of the 1981 European Cup final win with the captain that lifted it, Phil Thompson, exclusively right now in video and podcast form on redmenplus.com.